Bridge number 5, Larwood Bridge. I'm literally underneath it. Sun reflecting in the water. A little beautiful park nestled next to this bridge. Nice little swimming hole here. Bridge number 5, Larwood. Larwood. Hallelujah. Bridge number 5. Yah has shown me a lot of personal things about this one, too, that I really am not at liberty to share, because it's about some people in my life that wouldn't be too happy if I started talking about them. Not someone I really am currently interacting with, but someone that I knew from about 7, 8 years ago that was a pretty major part in my life, and I actually haven't spoken to him in years. In fact, well, I don't want to talk about that, but anyway, this bridge is about that person. But it's number 5, which is Sardis. You have a reputation of being alive and thou art dead. There's a lot of believers out there who've had a reputation for being alive, but they're dead. Their works aren't perfect. Which is a lot like the Reformers. Martin Luther and John Calvin, those guys, they had this reputation of being alive, you know, nailing those theses on the Catholic door and doing this quote-unquote Reformation, but they were dead because they didn't go far enough. They still kept most of the Roman Catholic traditions, like Sunday and eating unclean foods. And Martin Luther, although I think he started off pure, by the end of his life, he was very anti-Semitic. He advocated burning down Jewish synagogues, and the guy, I think he died in his sin, actually. I don't think we're going to see Martin Luther in the resurrection, in the first resurrection of the just. So this is just a beautiful little park here, though, like just to bring a picnic, and there's a little wooden footbridge that connects to the parking lot. Beautiful little place. I mean, I feel like I'm back in time, like I'm in a time period of Anne of Green Gables or something. Oh, hallelujah. Thank you for this, Yah. This is what I call a vacation. My job, my regular work job that I do when I'm not keeping Shabbat or the feast, is that I'm on the phone all day trying to prospect, setting up appointments for my real estate agents, and man, it is a intense job that I enjoy, but it's very challenging. And so to have this time off, I mean, today's Friday preparation. Normally I'd be working and then having to run around preparing for Shabbat before the sun sets, and today it's like, haha, I don't have a care in the world. Oh man, this is just so beautiful. So beautiful. Testing out this new iPad that I have. It's much nicer than the one I had from 2011, just because, you know, that was 6 years ago. So they've really improved the technology since then. Oh, hallelujah. Happy second day of Sukkot. This is just so amazing. It's just, I could just stand here and listen to this water, the susurration of the water, just all day. I definitely want to come back there for a picnic, maybe invite some people from the Sukkot camp out to do a picnic one of these remaining days of the 8-day festival of Sukkot. So gorgeous. Man. Alright. Well, let's, I'll just keep filming and let's just drive over that 5th bridge. And, Look at the hill going on. It's just so dramatic. Oh, I lost my focus. I gotta still learn how to use this iPad. I'm just surrounded by at least the foothills of the Cascades. Man, this is just amazing. And there, you see that car? It's now going over the Waterway Bridge that we were just under. All right, let's get in my car. I guess I have to unlock it first. This is so fun. I mean, this is what I call a vacation. It's funny because when I was young, I would have thought, this wouldn't really be a vacation because I want to go to Disney World, or heck, even when I was an older guy in my 20s, I wanted to go to Disney World. But now, I don't really want to be around people. I want to be around people. I want to be around Yas people, but the only time I want to be around other people is if I'm doing evangelism, preaching, or whatever. And but now I consider a vacation, because I talk to people all day on the phone for my regular job. I now consider a vacation quiet, secluded places like this that I probably would have thought was boring back when I was in my 20s. My dad's a lot like that too. I remember he would always roll his eyes when I asked if he could take us to Disney World or amusement park, because he'd be like, I want to avoid the crowds. My idea of vacation is to go someplace where there's no crowds. Although, bless his heart, he did take us to Disney World, despite that. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Anyway, so yeah, there's the parks here and all sorts of stuff. So, okay, so here's bridge number 5. I realized I skipped out on bridge number 3, the Pergamos Bridge, but it was Shymanak Bridge, and it wasn't really much to say about it. But oh, it's built in 1939. Got a different year here. But still the same sort of, this one looks a lot like the Hannah Bridge. It's the same sort of white structure. So we were under this bridge just a moment ago. So cool. This is so cool. It's just like going back in time. Shalom, shalom. Happy second day of Sukkot.